In the previous video, we saw how we can install plugins and use them on WordPress. And for this, we required a full version of WordPress. So now I had purchased a hosting space where I'd installed full version of WordPress in order to show you that in the video. So the thing about having a full installation of WordPress is that you have a lot of things that unlock and you can do a lot more with it than what you can do in the free version that is available on WordPress.com. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get a full installation of WordPress for as cheap as you can, or at least as cheap as I know that is possible. So for this, we're going to use a service called Namecheap, which is available at namecheap.com. So Namecheap is basically a place where you can purchase domains and hosting and all the web related services. So here you can purchase domains and things like that. For now, what we need is actually a hosting space. So hosting space is basically a space on a server which is connected to the internet where you can put something on there and it will be available on the internet. So typically when you're running a website, you have to have a space on a server where you can host the files that are required for your website to run. So you have to purchase this hosting space, and I'm going to show you how you can purchase a shared hosting space. By the way, there are a couple of options here. There's a dedicated WordPress hosting, which is just that you can only host a WordPress site there. And you also have the option for having shared hosting. I've actually tried the WordPress hosting plan, but I would not recommend it actually. I would prefer to have a shared hosting plan. It gives you a lot more freedom and also turns out it's actually cheaper. Just to give you a comparison, the WordPress hosting option gives you at $3.88 for a month. So the first month is $1, but then every other month you have to pay $3.88. If you buy it yearly, it's $22.88 per year, or rather actually almost $30 per year starting the second year. If you go to the shared hosting plan, here the monthly rate is $2.88. It's $1 less for a month and it renews the same price. And yearly, $17 for the first year and then $33 for the second year onwards. So it's $3 or $4 more than what you would pay for the WordPress hosting plan, but it does give you a lot more options. You can do a lot more than just WordPress on here. That's the whole point of it. So you can use this for other things as well. And you also get free SSL certificates which are not guaranteed in the basic plan for the WordPress hosting. So for what I did in the previous video, I bought this one, which is I paid $2.88, which comes to around 250 rupees or 275 rupees. And I have a one whole month of WordPress available for me. So 275 rupees is not a big deal. So you would just get this. So when you try to purchase a shared hosting plan, it will ask you to connect it to a certain domain. You can either have an existing domain, in which case you have to have a domain that is purchased in your account, or you can get a new domain. So you can buy a new domain and then get it. So let's say once you go through with the purchase, you have to pay this amount using a credit card or something like that. So once you have it, you can find it in your dashboard. So I have it in my dashboard here. So you'll go to a place called the products, where you can see that our Stellar hosting is a product that is tied to this domain. And here, if you click on here, you can go to the control panel. It's called a cPanel also. This is the cPanel. So here you can see so many things. So here you can see that there's an option to manage WordPress using Softaculous, which is a service that allows you to install WordPress on your website. But you can also see that there are other things here. There's PHP peer packages, set up Ruby app. So you can not just run WordPress, but you can also run Python apps and Ruby apps and all kinds of other things, Node.js apps. So this is the reason why I suggested buying a shared hosting rather than a managed hosting plan. And here you can see that you can actually install all of these here. These are some other CMS options available. And there's so many options available here. Actually, if you end up exploring this, you may find that there's so many more things than what I'm showing you here. But for our demonstration, we're just going to install WordPress. So once you purchase a shared hosting and tie to a domain and come to the cPanel, you can actually install WordPress with as much as just this. If you just click install now, so it will install WordPress to the domain. So here, if I click on this, it'll ask for some settings. You have to choose a domain first, and then you have to set up the name and everything, and you get a password and everything. And you can choose a starting theme, and then when you click on install, it'll install the thing, and then when you go to the certain domain which you've chosen, it'll show you that installation of WordPress. And if you see here, I've already installed it for this domain. That's the reason why I was able to show you that stuff that I showed you last time. So I have already installed it, and I ended up managing the things via the dashboard. So here you can see that it's giving you all the options that were restricted in the free version. So this is how you would buy a full version of WordPress for cheap. And if you actually compare this with the actual WordPress.com options, so let's go to WordPress.com. And here if you see how much it would cost for you to upgrade for a full version. So basically what you would get on the shared hosting is what is available in the premium. So you have things like the advanced design customization, which is not available even in the personal plan that is here. Obviously you won't have the ads in the shared hosting. So it would cost you $8 per month, and we are getting something much more than this in the shared hosting on Namecheap, which is coming to $33, $50, almost $50 less than this, but with more options basically. So this is how you would get the full version of WordPress. I hope this was helpful. So if you're really keen on learning WordPress and using it to build up advanced websites, I would recommend that you actually buy a shared hosting plan and then start playing with it. You may find that it's actually not that expensive for what you're getting, and also you get some experience building some nice websites. I hope this video was useful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also like and share the videos. I'll see you in the next one.